Welcome back to Clean with Kate. It's Monday evening. I've been working from home all day. It's been a really busy day, although the weather's still been pretty grotty, but I've managed to get out and walk the dogs. So you can see this one is absolutely exhausted. I'm not sure where the other one is. But anyway, it's now 5:30 in the evening, and I haven't actually got around to doing my weekly home blessing today. So here's my list of tasks that I wanted to complete today, each of them taking 10 minutes, but I haven't actually done them. So what I thought I'd do is just see how much I can get done this evening before we need to cook dinner. So I think I'm going to vacuum the hard floors and I'm going to mop the hard floors, and anything else is a bonus. So we'll see how we get on, see if we can get through all of it. I'm going to give myself 10 minutes per task. I suppose if I just give myself 5 minutes, I might get through it all. Anyway, wish me luck. Let's see how I get on. First thing I need to do is get the vacuum cleaner. Aha, as if by magic. Hetty has appeared. Thank you. I'm using Hetty tonight because I'm quite... Oh, you give me the wrong head. That's not the right head.
That's what I've been using.
Oh, wonder where the other head's gone. That's not the right head. Okay, that's weird. Wonder where her head's gone. She had a different head to this. Where did you get this one from? Yeah. That's not the right head. Let me just have a look what's in the cupboard. Golly. Golly, I hope aha! Golly, my vacuum cupboard is in a bit of a mess. Okay, I think I'm going to swap heads. That's the turbo brush, which is very good on the carpets, but it's a bit vigorous on the what they called? The hard floors. Let's have a swap around. Right, I feel like I need a gentle vacuum tonight, so I've gone for Hetty. Because I must admit, Henry Extra Large is very good, but he's very heavy, and I always end up with a sort of short shoulder. I think Hetty's more my size. Oh, hello, darling, you're waking up. Somebody's waking up. I'll just zoom out so you get a better view. Right, have I set the timer? No, I haven't. It's quite warm in here as well. Because the arg has been heating up all day. Right. Okay, let's get going. Golly, I hope I'm not going to overheat. I might just take a pause there and pop my jumper off. Bear with me. Right, that's much better. Good, I'm in a t-shirt now. I'm getting quite good at pausing my camera, which is good. Right, so I think we'll set the time. I'm just going to have a slurp of my drink because I'm really thirsty. And I'm just going to show you these lovely mince pies that Mike's made. A friend made the mincemeat, and oh my goodness, they might not look particularly good because he made them with puff pastry, but wow, they taste amazing. They're probably the best mince pies I've ever had. I think that's down to the mincemeat. The mincemeat is incredible. I've never had homemade mincemeat before. And I think it might be the first time the friend had made it. Anyway, let's get going. Let's talk about mince pies and more action, Kate. I'm taking my timer and let's just get going. Oh, start by plugging you in. Switching on at the wall is always a good help. Right, you might want to turn your volume down. Oh, I can see there's lots of dog hair down here. I had a large, because I've been working on the computer all day, I've been working from home. I had a big polo neck jumper on, but actually now that I'm going to do some housework, then I need to take it off because it's just, I'm going to get too hot. So now down to a t-shirt. I think my puppy's going to go on a walkabout. I think she's decided it's not a good place to sleep. It's not actually. I think I need to wash this dog bed now. I don't think vacuuming it's going to cut it, is it? It's covered in bits. The dogs love to sleep up at the Arga. But they don't show up very well. I nearly stood on one of them earlier, which is quite nerve-wracking. Black dog on a dark coloured mask, very difficult to see when the lights are off, which they were earlier. Do you know, I really didn't feel like getting started on this today. Today's been quite a hectic day. Things haven't gone as smoothly as I'd hoped they would. And so I've been quite time pressured. And I really thought, I'm just not going to get round to this today. I wasn't feeling particularly motivated. But you know what? Your comments, thank you guys. They really helped to motivate me to actually get on and do it. So thank you for those of you that asked. Oliver, I think you asked. Thank you for prompting me into action. I was settling down for a bit of a lazy evening. But you know what? I have got a really busy day again tomorrow, so it wouldn't get done tomorrow. And actually, I haven't done enough steps today because the weather's still not great in the UK. We're still at the tail end of this storm. although it's a lot better than it has been. And it's just not enticing you outdoors. Because we've got 3 dogs, we do have to get out and walk. But we probably haven't walked maybe as much as we would have done if the weather had been better. Although that is a bit of an excuse, isn't it? I could have got out in the garden, but the weather just did not entice me out there. Right, I'm just vacuuming in my office at the moment, where the dog bed is. Just have a quick vacuum around there. Around the door. Right. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, it is predominantly a cleaning channel. I do house tours. I try and do a house tour on a Sunday, and sometimes I do a midweek house tour, and sometimes I do a cottage tour. But it is predominantly a cleaning channel. And the house tours are really to show you the progress that I'm making with decluttering, and sort of sorting my house out, really. We've been doing a building project for the last 3 years. We finished a couple of months ago, and I suppose I've been storing things for the building project, and now I just need to get rid of the things that we haven't used. So that's actually proving harder than I thought it would be. I think sometimes the decluttering is the hardest bit. Right, anyway, back to cleaning. I've wanted to start a cleaning channel, oh my goodness, for probably the last 6 or 7 years. And I've talked to my husband about it, and I just didn't start. I just didn't get going. I wanted to do it, but I think I was scared to start. Oh, golly, what has happened back there? Something. And then my husband sort of finally prompted me into it, because I think he was fed up of listening to me saying I'd like to do it. And he bought me a phone harness. And so I started. The reason I wanted to start a cleaning channel is because it's something I'm really passionate about. I've been using the FlyLady cleaning system for over 20 years. I started it when my children were really young. In fact, I was pregnant with my youngest, so that's actually 24 years ago. And I've been using the system ever since. I'm just going to go under there, because we are in zone 2 this week on the FlyLady system. So that means we're in the kitchen and the pantries, and this counts as part of my kitchen. There's quite a lot of dog hair back here, I think. And tree bits and all sorts. I would like to get under there. I can. Golly, that's awkward. Apologies. Right, it's quite difficult. I prefer to do my cleaning in daylight, really, but I'm not going to be perfectionist about it. Didn't have time in the daylight today, or I didn't make the time. I had other things I wanted to do, so this is better than no cleaning. As FlyLady herself says, progress, not perfection. I think it's very easy to get caught up in perfectionism and end up doing nothing. I know it is for me. Thinking I won't do it until I can do it properly, but actually this is good enough. I'm just going to get down under the radiator and do a little bit of detail cleaning while I'm at it. This room isn't too bad. It was vacuumed on Friday. The lighting at this end of the room is not great. Right, so I'm just vacuuming around the fireplace. If the weather gets colder, I will be lighting this fire. We lit it at the weekend, actually, because it's really useful, that fireplace, for burning paperwork. So I'm having a bit of a paperwork declutter. I need to keep going with that. I've got quite a lot of paperwork I want to declutter at the moment. I'm being quite radical. Right, I'm in the messy utility room now. This room always needs the vacuum running around it. This washing powder gets spilt in here. But it's just literally a little speed vacuum. It's not a detailed vacuum. Alright, I might go into this pantry actually while I'm down here. Oh God, I must remind my husband, he got given a Christmas advent calendar, a beer advent calendar, and he's forgotten about it, I think. It's in the cupboard. And he was saving it for December. He got it in November for his birthday. But then he's forgotten to actually start it. Come on, Hetty. Let's keep going. Oh, I must listen out for that timer. We can't have that much longer on it. Oh no, that was a mistake. I've got dog hair stuck to my brushes, and now it's stuck to the coir mat. So it shows you how much these dogs shed. They're not hypoallergenic as I'd hoped. They're also not as big as I'd hoped. I thought they were going to be much bigger than this. They're 4.5 months old, but they're still diddy. I'm getting a little bit worried that they're going to be toy doodles. I kind of was hoping. My daughter's got the same breed. She's got a miniature golden doodle, and hers is huge. But I know they do vary enormously in size. But at the moment, mine is still tiny. I'm going to have to feed them more, I think. I want them to grow bigger. Right. I think it's, see, I'm going to hyper-focus on this mat now. I've got it covered in dog hair. Oh, come on, Hetty. She seems to have got stuck. This mat always needs lots of attention. This is one of the thoroughfares in the house. Lots of in and out of the store. My son's been here today working from here. And we've been in and out. We've had lots of activity. Right. I've got a bag here ready to go to the charity shop. And I decluttered some things over the weekend. I decluttered a stoneware jar out of the kitchen that I'm not using at the moment, and I have decluttered 3 radios that we don't use anymore. I mean, we never used them. They were my father-in-law's. We've actually got another one that was his as well. So I've kept one, and I'm decluttering 3. Right. I need to move Hetty's plug now. Oh, is that the timer going off? I hope not. Anyway, how are you? Have you started on your weekly home blessing yet? Do you do a weekly home blessing? Sorry, this fish tank's out of line. Just move it back. Oh, I've only got 16 seconds left. Do you know, I think I might have to change. It says vacuum hard floors 10 minutes. But I want to do the barn. And I don't know if I want to do the carpets, so I might just vacuum hard floors twice and forget carpets this time. Because the carpets aren't bad. Maybe the bedroom carpet needs a vacuum. But I might do that tomorrow morning. Because you need good light to vacuum the bedroom carpet. And the lighting in the bedroom isn't good. Whereas the lighting in here is brilliant. So I can see what I'm doing. Right. Oh, it looks like the puppies have gone through to the other barn. I'm all alone. Unless I can find Ted. Right, so let's keep going. I'm going to reset my timer. This is my second lot of 10 minutes. I'm going to have a drink of my drink. Let's get going. Let's keep going. Let's just check that I'm still recording, which I am. Let's go. Right. This floor always needs vacuuming. In fact, my husband did vacuum this morning around the fire because the vacuum cleaner was still in here. I'd left it in here yesterday because I did vacuum the little kitchen a bit yesterday. That's probably why it wasn't bad. Because I was doing some deep cleaning in there and I had the vacuum out. And then when I finished, I left it in here. And actually, he did run it around the fire for me, which is a big help because the fire produces so much ash and dust. And it's been lit pretty much continually the last couple of months. Certainly the last month, since the weather's got cooler. I've been using a fire also to declutter some things today, some paper clutter. And also I found some wooden things that were broken. So I thought, actually, rather than sticking those in the bin, they're made of wood. It's a little wooden box where it had become broken. And I thought, actually, I think I'm going to let that go. And I'm going to, because it's wood, it can be burned rather than put in the bin. So I'm terrible. So I'm terrible for hanging on to things when they're broken. And this was not repairable. It wasn't for me. The wood had split. It wasn't sparking joy in me. And I am trying to have a radical declutter this month. I love a declutter. But I've got so much decluttering to do. Ooh. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I decluttered quite a lot out of my drawers in the bedroom today. So I've got some clothes that I'm decluttering to the charity shop. I've got some that I've thrown away. Right, that was a really quick vacuum of the wet room. Just to see if there was any dust or... Actually, it was pretty good, wasn't it? Right, where am I going next? Round the back. Oh, I probably need to go under this table this week, because this is the last time it'll probably get done before Christmas. I might leave the vacuum cleaner out, because then tomorrow, or even this evening if I'm feeling the urge, I might do some more vacuuming actually. That's not a bad idea. I'm just going to do my weekly home blessing vacuum first, and then I might do a detailed vacuum under these tables. And once you get going, it's amazing. I was not feeling at all motivated this evening to do any of this. I was thinking, oh, I've got a really good new series on Netflix. I might just go, it's really dark. It's been dark for a couple of hours already, it feels like. It went dark today so early. I was thinking I could just go and watch this new series that I love on Netflix, which is very, very good. Quite addictive, actually. Well, if you have any recommendations for things to watch on Netflix, please do let me know. I'm always looking for a new series for when I finish this one. Which the way I'm watching it won't be that long. But I did start to feel like yesterday evening. Was it yesterday evening? No, I was quite productive. But I have been finding that because it's so dark, my evenings are starting soon, earlier and earlier. And then I feel quite lethargic if I sit down too early. So I've decided that I'm going to try and do things in the evenings, even though it's pitch black. Because I work in this room particularly, this is a really nice light room. And it doesn't make me sleepy as some of the other rooms do. Ted's in his bed. Oh my goodness. Ted knows how to relax, don't you, Ted? Look at him. Can you see him? That dog really does know how to relax, don't you, Ted? You certainly do. No weekly home blessing for Ted. It must be nice, doesn't it? I think Ted thinks he's living in Downton Abbey. And I'm just a dog slayer servant. Ted has the life of Riley. Right, keep going. Keep focused. I washed my chair covers yesterday, even though they're falling apart, which is really sad. And Mike vacuumed these chairs for me today. We were trying to see if we could get them looking a bit better, ready for Christmas, because we haven't ordered any covers for them yet. And even if we do, we definitely won't have them before Christmas. I'm thinking of hiring... I need to sort the dog beds out actually. I'm thinking of hiring a upholstery cleaner. I don't know whether it'll get those chairs clean. They're quite old, but it might be worth a try. Because they're not a bad colour, although I do prefer them with their floral covers on. But they're really, really comfortable chairs. So it's a real shame. We found out over the weekend using Google Lens what the covers are, and it's Sanderson. It's a Sanderson fabric from I think 1992, and it's called English Garden, I think. But it's quite a rare colour way. And it's not in production anymore. I think my husband thinks Sanderson may actually have gone out of business. So it's quite sad. We can't actually, I don't think, get that fabric in that colour. because it's the green one, which is quite unusual. Yeah, I think if I leave the vacuum cleaner out, I can definitely do some detailed vacuuming this week. And probably tomorrow if I could squeeze it in for my busy day. I think everybody's busy at this time of year, aren't they? Oh my goodness, I've got so much still to do. I've done very little Christmas shopping, but we do minimalist Christmases. So that I don't have, we don't buy many gifts anymore. Our children prefer not to have lots of gifts. 2 of them are minimalists. I think that might be an effect of living with us. One of them isn't. One of them's very like us, but the other 2 are minimalists. So Christmas is not for us isn't really about the gift. It's more about spending time together as a family, eating nice food, playing games. When they were little, it was definitely more about the gifts, but now they're all adults. It's not so much. The youngest one's 24, the oldest one's 30, and then there's one in the middle who's 20. So we just have a token gift. What do you do in your family with adult children? Holly, that's pretty good. I've still got 2 minutes left. Do you know what? I think I'm going to try and do a bit of detail cleaning since I've got 2 minutes left. I'm just going to go under this table and then it's done. Because I think I can easily do that in 2 minutes. Well, let's get this table out of the way. Good, because I wasn't expecting to get this done this evening. I think it would be a job for tomorrow, but actually once it's done, it's done. Woohoo! Go me moment. Oh my goodness, I've got failed grout under there. How did I not spot that when I had the builders here? I'm going to have to get them to have a look at that. Right, let's go behind the prep table now. See if we can get all the stuff that's accumulated. Golly, I'm getting quite warm now. Hope you can still see what I'm doing. Right, I'm going underneath the prep table now. It's where these really long handles come in handy, because I can't really see what I'm doing. But I know it'll need doing. There's bound to be dog hair and grime under there. You can hear it going up the vacuum. Oh, this head's really good for getting under things. It's quite nice and thin. Oops. Right. Oh, golly, that is a workout. Do you know, I haven't got round to doing my home workout today, but actually, I think this is quite a workout. 20 minutes of vacuuming. I'm going under the kitchen counters as well. Let's just turn that round. Can I get under there? Yes, I can. You might wonder why our kitchen counters are like this. And it's deliberate, because we wanted even though it's a fitted bit of the kitchen. Oh, that's interesting. The puppy ball. We wanted it to look unfitted, so this is deliberate. In fact, when the kitchen was fitted, the guy had actually put on the bases. And I said, oh, no, I don't want the bases. I want it to look unfitted. And he said, you do realise you'll get loads of stuff go under it. So I said, I don't care. I'll vacuum it up, which I'm doing now, but I want it to look unfitted. I love the unfitted look. So even though it is fitted. Right, that's pretty good going. I've even got time to vacuum the windowsills and the bits of plants. An added bonus. There's lots of plant material. That's not too bad actually. What else have I got on the windowsills? It's not bad actually, is it? The odd dead fly. But this time of year, it's not bad at all. Mainly plant material, to be fair. Right, do I need to do anything else in here? Put the room back together. I suppose I could pull the sofa out and vacuum behind that. I seem to remember last time I did that, there was half a dog under there. A black dog. I don't know if I've got time, but let's give it a go. I might need to pull the cushions off the sofa as well. Let's just do this back in here. Oh yes, yep, definitely needs doing. I don't know why it is, but the dog hair always seems to congregate in this area. Oh my goodness, yes, it's exactly the same again. Masses of black dog hair. It must be because this is where their baskets are. And it must be the draft and tennis balls. The draft from the windows, although it shouldn't be much of a draft, they are double glazed, somehow blows the dog hair under the sofa. Most strange. Most unexpected. I only did this, I know I did this last time I was in this zone. Right. That was interesting. 3 tennis balls. I wonder why there are so many tennis balls in our house. I should probably do under Ted's bed, actually. Let's put the toys away in the toy basket. In fact, no, I'll leave them a couple out. Oh, I'm going to have another drink. Do you know why that 10 minutes took so long? Because I either forgot to set the timer or I didn't hear it go off. I'm not sure which it was. Let me know if you know. Anyway, it's time to put the room back together. Do you know what? I'll be able to tell. If I look how long I've been recording for, I'll be able to tell, won't I? Oh, I would like to get the mopping done. Let me just put the room back together and put the vacuum cleaner away first. This has turned into a weekly home blessing with a little bit of a detail clean. I've combined them both. I think the joy of the FlyLady system is you just make it work for you. Some months, this will be if I always try and squeeze a little bit of zone cleaning into my weekly home blessing. So what I usually do is I will start, say I'm dusting or doing glass, I'll start in whatever zone we're in. That way, on the weeks where I just don't get to my zone work, it means at least I've done a little bit. So I always feel like I've done something. It's just for my morale, I think. So I don't feel like I'm not getting anything done. Good. I feel very positive about that. So let's have a look, see how long we've been recording. Interesting. I've already been recording for 27 minutes, so clearly I didn't set the timer, did I? I thought I got a lot done. How naive was I? Anyway, I'm really pleased with that. I've got a lot of vacuuming done. Do I go for the mop? Oh my goodness. What do you think? Do I go for it or do I stop? What would you do? Golly, I can see how dusty my light fittings are in here. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go and mop the little cottagey bit. And if I'm really playing my cards right, Mike will probably vacuum the barn for me later, or maybe tomorrow. I know this bit through here always needs doing. The dogs come straight in from here for their walks. It's always muddy. And we do lots of cooking in here. We make our coffee in here. And it's achievable. I can do it. Do you know what? I'm going to set my timer on my wrist this time. And I'm going to give myself 10 minutes. And that is start to finish, 10 minutes to mop and no more. I've got 2 nice clean mop heads because I've been washing my mop heads every week. And I'm really enjoying having clean mop heads. It makes a difference. I used to hate coming into a hot, dirty old mop head. And I'm going to use this one because I'm trying to use it up at the moment. So I haven't got much left in this container and then I can get rid of it. Something decluttered. I can treat myself to a new one. I'm forcing myself to use up all the old ones at the moment. Right, let's fill the mop bucket with some hot soapy water. This is my messy utility room for my messy jobs. Right. Oh. And we're off. We are off. Oh, I've been Christmasing up a little bit as well this week. So let's start in the kitchen. And do you know, I want to remember to mop the downstairs loo, even though I haven't vacuumed it. I know it got vacuumed recently, so it's pretty good. It got vacuumed last week, I think. So I know I can give it a mop. It doesn't need a vacuum first. But I would like to get it done if I can remember. But I'll probably do that last. So in my weekly home blessing, I always I always mop the pantries, the little kitchen, what I call my messy kitchen, because a lot of cooking happens in that kitchen. A lot of life happens in that kitchen. This is the kitchen when we come back from a muddy walk. The dogs come in here, they lie down in front of the Arga to dry off. We do dry them with towels every time they come in, because every time they come in, they're wet and muddy at this time of year. And they lie on their bed in front of the Arga. In fact, the bed's ready for a wash. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I've done quite a bit of laundry in the last couple of days, so I think I need to give the washing machine a rest. And we haven't got any solar at night. So if I'll do it tomorrow, we'll have some solar, hopefully. You might wonder why the lid is off the mince pies. That's just because they've literally came out the Arga at about an hour ago, and they're just cooling. I'm not sure they're going to last very long. They're absolutely delicious. I think they're probably the best, tastiest mince pies. They're probably the ugliest mince pies I've ever had, but they're the tastiest. I know when Mike made them, I was a little taken aback at how ugly they were. But actually, I should have had more faith. He did say, just wait till you taste them. And he was right, they're wonderful. All right, let's rinse the mop out. Have to remember to rinse the mop regularly, otherwise you just end up spreading the dirt around. But because I mop my floor at least twice a week, well, there's a bit of dog hair there I missed. I tell you what I do need to do. I need to vacuum under this table as well. I forgot about that one. What a shame. I should have done that. Do you know, I'm just going to give it a quick mop under there, because I got most of it done. And I know I got under there on Friday pretty much. It's only a little table. And the dogs do spend a lot of time under that table. When they get too hot next to the Arga, they tend to go and lie under the little kitchen table. Before we did the extension into the barn, this was our main kitchen and our only kitchen. And we spent a lot of time in here because it was also the warmest room in the house. And we went through some really cold winters here. The old part of the house is very chilly in winter. And so we used to live in this little room because it's so warm with the Arga. And we've got a log burner in the room next door. So these were our living rooms, really. And then the evening we went in the lounge. But since we've converted the barn, we spend a lot of time in the barn now because it is much warmer than the main house. I think I'm going to leave doing my bins till the morning because I don't really want to go out in the dark and do them. And I don't want to leave them sort of lying there overnight, the bin bags, in case they get ripped open by foxes. So I'm going to get half of the weekly home blessing done today. And I think I'll get half done tomorrow, or maybe Wednesday. Wednesday morning, I might be able to get the rest done Wednesday morning. But you just have to make it work for you. The FlyLady system is not a rigid system. It's basically, you make it work for you, whatever works. So some weeks I have to split my weekly home blessing up. Like this week I'm splitting it into 2. Or I might even split it up more than that. I might do the bins tomorrow and do the dusting the day after. Although I did do masses of dusting yesterday, so I could count that I've actually got a head start on that. I've got a really good little dusting hack at the moment. I'm getting rid of loads of things, old t-shirts, leggings, and I've made a lot of them into disposable dusters. So normally I wash my dusters, but at this time of year I have a lot of laundry anyway. And I'm trying to cut down a little bit on the amount of laundry I do. So at the moment I'm getting rid of lots of my old leggings where they're just a little thin, they don't spark joy. I have nicer ones. They're made of cotton, so I'm cutting them up and making them into dusters, just the legs. And I'm doing the same with a lot of the old t-shirts. The t-shirts that I've just seen, that have seen better days. I have a lot of t-shirts, so it's time to get rid of some. The white t-shirts that have gone grey or just don't feel soft anymore. make great dusters if you cut them up. And then once you've dusted, you just chuck them in the bin. So it's really very satisfying, actually. Much more satisfying than washing dusters. I might do this all the time now. In fact, I might work my way through all my old dusters. And when I've used them, chuck them away. Because a lot of them are seen better days. And then occasionally I'll just treat myself to some new microfiber cloths. God, this floor is mucky. We've had a lot of, it's incredible. When you think I only did this on Friday, it has been a really wet weekend. So that, and our dogs are microfiber cloth dogs. If there's any dirt, they pick it up, they bring it into the house. So I'm constantly cleaning up after them, constantly doing laundry after them. We have old towels that we use as dog towels. Every time they come in the house, we dry their feet, we dry them off, get them as much mud off them as possible. But I've never known such mucky little dogs. We've always had short-haired dogs in the past, and I don't think they drag as much muck in as these two do with their sort of long, their coats just pick everything up and hold on to it. God, this water is incredible. I'm almost tempted to run some more water, but do you know what? I just don't want to. I want to just finish it. So I'm not going to be perfectionist about it. I'm nearly finished now. You know what? Good enough is good enough. That's one of my mantras. That's one of the FlyLady mantras, isn't it? Good enough is good enough. It's better than it was before. That's how you have to look at it. Is it perfect? Could you eat your dinner off it? No. But it's cleaner than it was before I started. And that is basically the philosophy of the FlyLady system. Good enough is good enough, and progress rather than perfection. To get my house perfect, I would have to be cleaning from daybreak to dusk every day. And some days it feels like I am. And I know that's probably because we have too much stuff. If we had less stuff, it would be easier to clean. If we didn't have the dogs, it would be easier to clean. But the dogs bring us so much joy. They are our little family at the moment. Our children have grown up, and the puppies are our babies. All right, let me head back to the utility room. But I was going to vacuum the toilet, but I don't think I want to put this water in the toilet. I'm considering getting rid of it and running some more. Seriously considering it. Because I would really like to do the toilet. How much time have I got left on my timer? No, I haven't got enough time. And you know, I'm going to be quite strict with myself. I've had a busy day, and I've done a lot of housework over the weekend. And sometimes I just need to relax and enjoy my home. And get to sit back, sip my drink, and just maybe watch a little bit of Netflix. Play with my puppies. I'm going to mop myself into the utility room. And then, good. I've done it. I've mopped myself into the utility room. Sorry, that water is definitely picked up a lot of muck. Let's just quickly mop around the washing machine, get the spills up. You know, when you see the water looking like this, you know basically you've made a difference. If the water was completely clean, it would be pointless really, wouldn't it? I suppose if I mopped my floor every day, the water would be really clean. And you know what? If the house was smaller and I had more time, I probably would mop it every day. When my children were little and I had a much smaller house, I did mop it every day. It was really easy. I had quite a small kitchen, and it had a very easy to mop floor tile. It had a white floor tile, which meant you could really see when it was dirty. And I used to mop that every day until I got fed up of it, and then I got a cleaner. Because it was quite high maintenance. So she mopped it once a week, and I mopped it quite a few times a week. Right, I'm just going to let that drain, I think, before I swish it round. Whoops. Oh, golly, I've got a dishcloth here that I need to put in some bleach. Right. Give it a quick swish and swipe of my messy old sink. is a really old sink. It's original to the house, I think. Right. Okay. Oh, I'm going to take that mop head off as well. I'll just show you how to get it off. Woo, try not to knock myself in the head. And then the next time I put a load of towels or an entrance mat or anything that's a little on the mucky side through, I can pop that through as well. So let's pop the bucket out of the way. Oh, where am I going to put this? I need a bucket to put it in. But there's always dog towels or something going through that I can put my mop head through. I'm just going to stick it there so it doesn't get smelly. Right, I'm done. I'm calling that quitting time. I'm done for the day. And I'm going to go and relax and watch my series on Netflix until it's time to cook dinner. Anyway, I've Christmased up my flowers a little bit. I got some lights out on here. I'm not sure if I like these or not. I'm just experimenting with them. I don't know, what do you think to the red lights? Is that good, or do you think that'd be better with white lights? I'm never sure with red lights. Anyway, let me know what you think. Bye for now.